Okay, now we're picking up from number 7, and 7A, all it's doing is asking you to click on the outside frame, which I have been explaining, because you don't want just one particular piece to be highlighted, because when you start making adjustments, only that one piece will change. So always click the outside frame, so now everything inside the frame will update. We're going to click on, and again, if you notice, if I click off the Smart Art, those two ribbons to the far right disappear. If I click back on the Smart Art, you see that there are two ribbons of additional commands that you can apply to your image. Now, the first thing they want us to do when we look at our set of instructions, they want us to change the height and width. So if I go back, we're going to click on this size, and then you'll see that that menu expands, so you can go ahead and update those. So they want us to change it to the height of 1.5 and width of 2.6. I always press enter to accept the change, and you can see the difference in the size of the image. The next thing they want us to do is to click on our arrange, and we're going to wrap the text, and they want us to square it. When we do that, that becomes a floatable object, meaning you can click and drag to move this image around. So that was in 7C. Now they want us to go and open up this layout dialog box again, and we're going to go ahead and select our absolute positioning under the horizontal option, and here is a picture preview and your set of instructions over here, how to set up your horizontal and your vertical layout. There's two ways of doing this. You can go to the arrange and the position button like we've done previously and go to the more layout options, and it'll open up that dialog box. Or you could have just clicked right here on this shortcut icon and then click on see more, and it will open up the same dialog box, whatever you're comfortable with. And then you're going to follow the positioning, which is 4.5 to the margin and 0.4 to the margin, and you just select OK. Now to apply our intense effect, we're going to go back to the design tab, and then we're going to click on our more button, open up this gallery, and then when you hover over, this last one is labeled as the intense effect. Now they want us to apply bold emphasis to our text. Now you can either just click on the image itself and go to Control B, and you notice bold emphasis are applied, or you could just, go over to the Home tab and click on bold. That's up to you. But the keyboard shortcut is Control B. And that's bold, and this one. So to verify that it's been applied, if you just click on each image, and if you notice there's gray around this button, you know for each one you have applied bold emphasis. So bold is applied now. And the next set of instructions, it wants us to specifically select the last text box, and then there's a preview over here. We're going to fill that color, so it's a shape fill. And it tells you, you're just going to go over in this particular row, which is the first row, the 6th selection, which would be red accent 2. So make sure the last one's selected. You see your bubbles around it. You click on the Format tab. Go over to your Shape Fill command button. This is considered our first row, the 6th one over, and the color is correct. So I'm just going to apply that. So at this point, we've inserted our table. We made some adjustments to it to give it a better appearance. And then we worked on our Smart Art here and made some adjustments to that. And in this title, this was the word art that we applied. Now, lastly, we're going to work with this image. It's a picture image that we're going to insert, and this will come from our resource file. So it should be sitting in there in your download folder. So to insert our picture, we're to position at the end of target heart rate. And again, you can turn this paragraph mark off. That's okay. And then you're going to go to Insert, select Pictures from this device, meaning it should be on your computer. And I'm going to click on Downloads, and then here's the heart rate. This is the one I extracted from that zipped up folder. So remember, you got to cut and paste it out. So I'm going to insert it, and it automatically inserts. Now we're going to work on it. So now on 8D, it's asking us to change the height of the picture to 1 inch. And then we're going to apply some wrap text, which is tight. We've done a square on the Smart Art. So now we're going to use tight, and then we're going to do some alignments. Let's start working on that. So remember, your picture must be activated. So if I click off, you see no bubble handles. It's not activated. If I click on it, it's activated. I see the bubble handles. And I now have that ribbon to the far right. So I can go over here, and I can change my height to 1 inch. And then I'm going to go over here and the wrap the text. They want us to apply tight. Now it's a floating object that can be moved around. I'm going to go back to my set of instructions, and now we're going to look at the alignment. And they want us to select align right. So I'm going to click on this align, the arrow to get my drop down list, and I'm going to select align right, and you can see how it repositions itself. You can use those alignment keys, or in the real world, you could just use a click and drag approach. Once you apply some type of wrap text, you'll be able to move it around the text that you typed on your document. Next, number 9, it tells us to click on this More button for our picture styles group, and I'll show you where that button is, and we're going to look for the beveled rectangular picture style, and again, you're seeing a preview here to help you find and locate that. So my picture's still activated. I'm on the picture format tab, and this is bottom arrow here is my More button to open up the gallery, and mine's positioned right here. It's the bevel rectangle, and you can tell it changes the edging of the image. Next, we're going to insert a caption. I'm just going to right click for the shortcut menu, and I'm going to select insert caption, and I'm going to backspace this figure 1 out, and then I'm going to type out what's written here, which is know your target heart rate, which is here in E. Once that dialog box is open, don't forget to select OK, and then you'll have this box that appears down below, and then you can start your typing. Because this is a self-grading project, it is sensitive to misspelled words, and if any letter is capitalized in your set of instructions, you have to capitalize it as you're typing it out. The next set of instructions, we're highlighting that text, and we're going to go over here to our command button, and we're going to select our text fill, and then we're selecting our color. When we go to our set of instructions, it'll let us know exactly, select the 6th color in the first row, and it's that red accent again. So when we're selecting our fill, again, this is the first row, and this would be the color here. Now I'm just going to make sure that I click on the frame itself, because it wants us to change the height and width of that caption, which is 0.2 and 1.5. Now we're going to align both the caption and the picture image. So we're going to hold the control key down on our keyboard, the CTRL, and then you click on the picture image, and you can see now we have bubbles on both the caption and the picture image. And we're going to click on the align and line center. And we're also going to group the images. So this is our group button, and then we're going to select the command group. Now you can see it's all one image. Now to alter the text, they just want us to click on the Smart Art to make sure the frame around the Smart Art is selected so everything inside has been. And we're going to right click, and then we're going to select the Edit Alt Text, and then we're going to type per set of instructions, which we have here, graphic or predicted, so forth and so on. And we're going to do the same thing for the picture of the heart. I hope this helps you.